Hi, it's Brian Newman with the Spotlight of Business Owner Show, and today we're thrilled to have Ryan Sargent. Hi, Ryan, how are you?
Very good. Thank you. How you doing today, Brian?
Yeah, good, good. Yeah, it's nice to see you.
You as
Yeah,
well?
he actually was on a few months ago, and he's back for more. So he's got more services than even the last time around. But yeah, he's with Rogue Technology Services, and we want you to learn basically about how he got into the business, what he offers, what makes him unique, and what's an ideal client. So, yeah, Ryan, if you could like tell us, how did you get into the business? How did you get
Well,
started?
well, thanks for having me on the show. I like to do these shows because I don't have to take off my leopard spotted spandex to do these. It's a little different when you're doing them in person.
Oh yeah.
So it's been, boy, I was 8 years old. I had a friend whose dad worked for IBM. I remember this probably drove his wife crazy, but he decided to enclose and turn the garage into a spare room, which
Oh
became
wow.
his works. It became his workstation, as his office. But he had tables, 10-foot tables laid out all across the room, and there were computers taken apart. And back in those days, you couldn't just plug RAM in rapid access memory and have it just run. It wasn't plug and play. You had to
Uh-huh.
actually program each stick. So he spent a lot of time in there. Of course, we were up to other things, doing artwork on computers and little graphic design stuff before it was really, a popular or prevalent thing. We played a
Uh-huh.
lot of games, old Duke Nukem and Doom, and we were just young kids when 3D shooter games were brand new. So it was always intriguing to me. And I, I grew into it. I was always that go-to kid that my friends would come to when computers started to become more mainstream and people started to have them as a household item. I was kind of the person that people would come to for help. And I've been that person for a long time. There was a stretch where I kind of set it down for a little bit, but it found me again.
Oh wow. Well, no, so in where's your office? Is it
I'm located on 75th Avenue and Greenway. Yes,
oh okay.
I do a lot of private business, so mainly business to business, but I do take on, some on a case by case basis, some consumer jobs. So I'll offer some repairs and some individual sales, but a lot of the stuff I sell is in bulk or to other business owners. So you'll see me working out of two 20 by 20 storage air conditioned units next to me where I keep a lot of my equipment. I do have a home office. I do have a home workstation. And it's just, I keep things pretty simple. So people often just bring their stuff right to me. And that's the way it's always been.
Oh, okay. No, I know last time we talked, I know that you know, besides the obvious, you sell computers
Mhm.
and monitors, laptops, iPads, the whole nine yards. But you've added a few more services to your agenda. Can you let them know what's the
Yeah.
latest?
So just so y'all know, I don't work with Mac products. The reason I don't work with Mac products is they're not really designed to be serviceable by technicians that work with Windows computers. They're not something that are easily upgradable anymore. They do things like they glue the batteries to the inside chassis of the computer, which makes them very difficult, if even replaceable in some cases. So I like to be able to service the units that I provide my customers with under a 2-year parts and service warranty. And I like to be able to upgrade them if possible. And that's why I found that Dell, HP, Lenovo, and other major manufacturers are much easier to provide to my customers. But as far as services, we've really taken things to the next level. I was just providing basic laptop desktop repairs, and I mean, not basic, a lot of advanced repairs, but I do offer remote support as well. So I can remote into your computer and fix most common issues with your operating systems or your Microsoft Office products. We do offer a network support too. So if you have a network crash at your office, I have a customer that recently had their network go down, and Cox was telling them everything was fine on their end and they couldn't figure it out. And I lived right around the corner. So I hustled over there, was able to get it fixed in about 5 minutes.
Oh wow.
I do CompTIA A+ certification training through my company as well. It's a
Uh-huh.
tuition-based program that includes the cost of vouchers. It's $750 a student, 9-week boot camp. and it takes place on a Monday, Wednesday, and a Friday evening. So I get pretty booked up for those. And right now, I have a lot of availability for it. So e-waste removal. So I will come to your company and I will remove and process all of your old electronics that you are looking to recycle in. And with that, right now I'm in the process of being able to provide a tax write-off dollar for the value of your items. Plus I include data destruction or sanitation, whatever you prefer, with the storage devices that are included in each of the products that you're recycling in. So right now,
Nice.
I'm offering the Department of Defense the 5220.22-M wipe, which is the Department of Defense standard wipe. And that's included on all drives. If you want your drive drilled or degaussing is, it's a simple process. You just use a very heavy magnet and you run it over the drive and it will remove any ones and zeros from the surface. Sometimes it's
Oh, wow.
recoverable, sometimes it's reusable, sometimes it isn't, but it's pretty much completely wiped out. But other than that, I'll take it out of the desert and I'll shoot it. You just check that box and I'm happy to take care of that for you.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and web development is a big deal. We started doing the web development this
And that's what
year.
I've heard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been very successful. My brother is a software engineer. He's very skilled in the art of web
Oh,
development, and web development encompasses a lot. It's not just a web design, designing the web page. There's, continuous integration, continuous deployment involved. There's updates that he'll offer to your website under service for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if someone catches an error on your site at 2:30 in the morning, Arizona time, my brother will get on and make the change for you. He also, provides SEO, search engine optimization is a big thing. You want to make sure that you're being seen on Google, and he's excellent at that. He's done some work for some of the people in our business network too. So I thought it was really great to have him on board because, it draws a lot of people into the other services and products we offer. And it's a big undertaking too. And he's extremely efficient with it. He designs beautiful websites using a software that Facebook uses called React. So it's extremely cutting
oh.
edge. It's very new. It's pretty much the standard of web design now. So toss out your old WordPress, come to Rogue Tech if you want some web development.
Oh, yeah. No, and I've seen some of his new sites. They're beautiful.
They are.
Yeah,
He's done a
yeah,
great job.
yeah. One of our members actually
Mm-hmm.
just showed it to me, and yeah, I loved it. Yeah, very
Really great
user
work.
friendly, very eye catchy, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, yeah, it was really nice. Ryan, can you let people know how can they get in touch with you? What's the
Yeah.
best way? Can they call you, text you? Should they
You know,
go to
I
your website or what?
I love emails and phone calls. You can text me as well if you want. The number is right above my head, 602-829-5257. Otherwise, check out our website. It's roguetechnology.biz, B-I-Z, or you can go to rogue, R-O-G-U-E dash techs, Techs.com. Goes to the same site. I just provided a couple alternatives. And, my email is available at the bottom of the page. So is my brother's. So if there's something that you would like to speak to us about, send us a message to the website or just give me a text message. I can connect you with myself or my brother at any time.
Okay. So can you just elaborate a little bit about those training classes? I know
Sure.
yeah, you had talked about it during a presentation, and yeah, it's very impressive. I mean, people can actually learn at a young age how to do certain things, and then they go out in the workplace like I mean, and they're already without even going to college, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, if you could touch on
You
that,
know,
that'd be great.
you know what? It's always an honor to bring trades into our, into our community, because I think a lot of people are being geared and driven into college when they get to a certain age or prepped for college. And to me, there's a little less learning in college and a lot more of other things going on that just do not play into society. And one thing that I really like about trades is that you can get right to work right away with very little cost out of pocket a lot of times. I mean, that goes for a lot of trades, plumbing, carpentry, but my trade is called the Computer Technologies Industries Association, which is an internationally recognized computer technology certification program for people that want to learn more about computer hardware and software, security, networking, server penetration. There's cybersecurity. I mean, it goes and it's just a tree branch that branches off into so many different things. But the gateway to that is the A+ certification. And that is the standard entry level for computer hardware and software technician training. I offer that through my company as a gateway and an opportunity for people that are as young as the age of 13. You can get certified at
Wow.
13 years old. And think about that, parents. $750 for a certification that if they were to get it at 13, they would develop the skills by the time they're 18. You wouldn't be
Uh-huh.
paying for college. They'd be making $80,000 to $100,000 a year in a job by the time they're 18 years old. And I will put my approval stamp on that statement right now. Don't throw $50,000 to $100,000 into a college education when we know darn right that the future of our society is built off of technology. Why are we steering these kids into liberal arts degrees and gender
Yeah.
studies, for
Yeah.
crying out loud, when they need to be learning about hardware and software, because it is the future of our economy right now. We're sending we're bringing people from overseas to do these kinds of jobs that I'm training for. So
Wow.
for a small price, it ain't even includes the vouchers, and I'm getting a discount. So it's 180 per voucher. So 360 of that $750 is going straight to the cost of their vouchers anyways. So
Wow.
I'm taking it out of the tuition because I want it to be a holistic package. So they know the vouchers are there, and when they're ready to take their exam, they have my support. I'll do one-on-one tutoring with them, get them ready. I have a 100% pass rate on my training.
Oh,
So
wow.
parents, get your
Wow.
kids ready for something to do. If they're out up to no good, stick them with me Monday, Wednesday, Friday in the evening when they get done with school, or I'll set up a summer program, and I'm happy to take on as many students as you want to throw at me.
That's
Oh, and this is
phenomenal.
not just for kids. This could be for you too, Brian. I don't know what are you up to tonight, Brian? You up to any training?
I've got my plate full, but no, I know. Believe me, if I didn't, I'd be signing up, but no, it sounds phenomenal. Ryan, I know we gotta wind down, but is there any last words that you want to say to the viewers
You
about
know,
any? Yeah.
well, this I don't know why this came to mind, but when it comes to technology, sometimes I wish I had three hands. I just saw Total Recall the other day, so
Oh, wow, I love that movie. Oh,
but no, it's honor working with you, Brian. I have to tell you,
oh, thanks.
before I met you and worked with the 101 referral network, I was doing mostly online sales, some local repairs, and I had some clients locally. So I would say it was like 75% online and 25% local. Well, it's completely shifted. I mean, it's more like 20% online and 80% local. So
Oh,
that's what
wow.
I wanted,
Wow.
because when you are when you are on the front lines right here where you are in the state of
Uh-huh.
Arizona, it's so much more comforting and so much easier to provide the services that I want to provide when it's right here in Arizona rather than doing it abroad. But we did take on a contract with a company called Hemmersbach in Florida. Since we are HP compliant and Dell compliant repair techs under warranty, they're going to be sending us out devices from all over Arizona. And I'll be
Oh,
driving around
wow.
like a mad dog all over Arizona, providing on-site repairs. So I just wasn't busy enough.
Oh,
5 hours of sleep every night just seemed like too much.
uh, yeah. No, you do a great job. I'm
I
telling you,
appreciate that,
Ryan.
Brian. You do a great job too.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. So one more time, if you could let people know what's the best way to reach you.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a call or send me a text at 602-829-5257. And send me a text anytime of the day. Give me a call between the hours of 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. and so you'll catch me most of the time. I am often on Zoom meetings, sometimes on a call with another customer. So feel free to leave me a voicemail or a text and I'll get right back to you. Or check out our website. Our email addresses are available on there as well.
Oh, okay. So again, for for all of your computer needs,
Mhm.
laptops, monitors, audio equipment,
I can do audio.
microphones,
Mhm.
websites, uh,
Webcams, training. Oh boy, data
SEO.
sanitation, e-waste removal. Now let us do your e-waste removal soon enough. Probably within the next few weeks, I'll be able to give you a tax write-off, so you're not just feeling like you're just giving your stuff away, you'll get a tax write-off in exchange for your products.
That's great. That is great. I know when I moved, I was confronted with getting rid of my old computers,
Mhm.
and it's not that easy. You
No.
know, when you find out that, oh yeah, I've got data on there that you
Yeah.
don't want to throw into a garbage can that's
Always,
someone's going to be
also,
trading.
there's hazardous metals in them, and that's why you can't just take them to a dump. They have to be disposed of properly. So we make sure that that process is followed to a key.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, so give him a call. Great guy. Ryan, I'm telling you, I'm so glad that I've gotten to know you over the
You
last couple
too.
of years.
You
And
too, Brian.
no, really, it's a
You're a
pleasure.
great leader and a good friend.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for everything you do. All right. Well, thanks for being on here, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you very much.
Okay.